Who is Che Guevara? Ernesto Che Guevara was born on the 14th of May 1928 in a middle-class family in Rosario, Argentina. In 1952, when Che was learning to become a doctor, he embarked on a trip through South America with his friend Alberto. Che was profoundly radicalized, seeing what U.S. interventions to stop the spread of communism did to Latin America. In 1954, the democratically elected government of Guatemala was overthrown in a CIA-staged coup when President Arbenz enacted huge land reforms, which would hurt the USA's private fruit company's profits. Che had to flee after this. He would go to Mexico, where he would meet future leader of Cuba Fidel Castro and his brother Raul. In 1955, they made a plan to overthrow the Cuban government. They arrived on December 2nd, 1956. They were once 82, now 12 after their first battle. The war would go on for 3 years, and Che would change profoundly. During a battle, Che had to choose between ammunition or medical supplies, as they were too heavy to carry together. He chose the ammunition. He cites it as a pivotal point for him as a revolutionary. The war would be won on January 1st, 1959. Che would be the Minister of Finance in Cuba. He raised the literacy rates to 96%, among the highest in the world, made land reforms so that farmers got their ownership of their land, building schools and hospitals, and constantly speaking out about apartheid in South Africa. Che was also chief prosecutor after the war. He would take time making his decisions, and wouldn't come to a decision until the early morning. I won't talk about it too much, since I want to make a long video about Che and the points people make about him. He secretly left Cuba in 1965 to fight in the Congo. He left the same year, seeing very little success. He then went to Bolivia in late 1966. He was then captured and executed by the CIA on October 9th, 1967. I'll show some of the conversations Che had with his captors on screen before he died. Che's last words were, "I know you're here to kill me, shoot, coward. You're only going to kill a man." I agree with Jean-Paul Sartre with the notion that Ernesto Che Guevara is the most complete human being of our age.